turn around, bright eye, because it's time for a total lunar eclipse and a full moon. May 15th or 16th, depending on what time zone you are in, brings May's full moon and a total lunar eclipse. And there's been a lot of, let's say, hyperbolic language that sort of surrounds this Scorpio full moon and a lunar eclipse. So I'm going to be sharing 3 ideas for how you can tap into the energy that will be around this time. First up, just some of the themes that will be surrounding this full moon and total lunar eclipse. It is a time of transformation, change, secrets coming to light, often things we may be keeping buried and haven't really wanted to look at. They may be illuminated at this time. Scorpio can be an intense energy and isn't really afraid to really investigate things. So perhaps there will be some secrets coming to light, or it's just some things that you've been putting off. Don't worry, that's okay. It's time to sort of embrace what we haven't been looking at and embrace the transformation that can take place. So first up, you may want to make some time and space to have a really nice meditation or prayer session, whichever speaks best to you, to really help yourself feel grounded at this time with some of the intense energy that's going around. And because yes, a total lunar eclipse can bring unexpected things to us, we may want to really be grounded and present to see what's going on around us and to help us to investigate the changes that may be happening. I'm reminded of a story that Thich Nhat Hanh would share about passengers in a boat. And when you have passengers, let's say in a small boat, and some of them are really agitated, you can imagine it really rocks the boat and maybe could make the boat tip over. But all it takes is that one person being truly mindful of where they are, what they're doing, and who is around them, that energy of mindfulness can spread throughout the whole boat. So at this time, perhaps you can decide to be one of those people who's truly present and attempting to be as mindful as possible at this time due to the intense energy that's all around. This will also aid you in being really aware of any changes that may be taking place, because while it could be a sudden big change, sometimes there are also subtle changes that we may not notice when we're sort of wrapped up in the intense energy that's going around. This Scorpio full moon and total lunar eclipse can also be a wonderful time for a creative burst of inspiration and energy. So leading up to it, you may want to make sure that you have your favorite creative tools around you. If you're a painter or a writer or a photographer, anything that you do that's in more of the creative space, you may just want to make sure you have your tools ready at your disposal and maybe carve out some time to just allow your imagination to flourish and just really focus in on that creative energy that's around. And lastly, why not tune in to some of that overactive energy that's happening, some of that hyperbolic language that's going on, and go full on dramatic. And I say, why not throw on Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart and sing it to your heart's content, or lip sync it if you don't want to disturb the other ones who live with you or your neighbors, and just let your most theatrical self embrace some of that energy, let it out in the perfect song for this season, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Because while we want to be mindful of the energy that's around us, we also want to tap into it, and it can be a time of fun too. So I hope these ideas inspired you to make some space to really tap into what's happening during this total lunar eclipse on either May 15th, May 16th, depending on where you live, and just the energy of that Scorpio full moon. Just a reminder that the full moon phase lasts the evening before, of, and after, so you may be a little intense for a few days there. And remember, this is a time that can be for transformation and change, and wonderful things can come of that. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit the bell so you always know when there's a new video. Thanks so much for spending time with Gently Being.